Welcome, everybody. Welcome, football fans, Poppies fans, wherever you're listening to us here on Poppies Media. We welcome you to the Crown Skip Hire Stadium on a beautiful day here. It's lovely, it's sunny, it's cloudy. There's been some rain, but we're just looking over the 3G pitch at the moment here, and just in front of us are all the Kettering fans, and it looks like it's going to be a great day for football. We had some rain on the way up here, but apart from that, it's going to be an absolute fantastic day for football. And the teams are just coming out to our left-hand side here. A couple of updates just in terms of the teams for you. A couple of changes for the Poppies. We've got the main one is actually George Forsyth, club captain, goes to the bench. Carl Menson's taking over the captaincy for today. The new signing, which just went under the wire, Harvey Peters, comes into the side. So the full side is Paul White in goal, Ben Isaacson, Carl Mensa, Harvey Peters, Andy Thanodge, Nathan Jeche, Eddie Panther, Lewis Cole, Blaine Rowe, Ish Furtado, and Alfie Lewis. And on the bench for the Poppies is George Forsyth, Wesley York, Kai Williams, Kai Fifield, and William Van Leer. And for the Canaries, we've got Finn Osborne, Jahid Fahid Harper, Billy Goff, Ed Walid El Ghani, James Taylor, Harry Hawkins, Jevin Seaton, Tyree Wilson, Cyrus Bruce, Dan Jarvis, who's the captain for today, Zain Hakim, and on the bench for the Canaries are James Carr, Sonny Singh, Ryan Hayes, Hervé Pep Ngoma, and Jack Perry. You'll notice from the lineup there's a few ex-Poppies in there, but most notably Tyree Wilson and Dan Jarvis. I spoke to Dan just before the game. He's looking forward to it. He doesn't play all the games now for Barwell, but he plays a few, and obviously this is the one he really wanted to be involved with, and he's certainly up for it. We know from former players that have caused us some problems in the past, but it should be a cracking game. Barwell obviously are not in the best form. Let's call it that. But nevertheless, it should be an interesting game. The Canaries suffered a devastating 4-2 home defeat on Saturday, despite being 2-1 up in the first half-time and then losing 3 second-half goals in a game which featured 3 penalties. Barwell's recent league form has been woeful. Just 1 win in the last 13 losses in the last 14 games, 5 defeats. And this leaves the Canaries managed by the Damien Beckford-Quayle and Andy Wilson following the recent departure of long-term manager Jimmy Ginley, sorry. They're 13 places below Kettering Town, and they're in the relegation zone at the moment in 20th place. Poppies are looking forward to hopefully continuing the unbeaten run we've had in the past 4 games. And we've only lost once in the past 11 matches. And form-wise, we're in good place. A couple of points off the playoffs. It's all to go for here. And we're really looking forward to it. So the teams are just lining up. Kettering Town are in familiar blue and white hoops. They're playing from right to left here. So, and Barwell are in fluorescent yellow. I would say that's more like a high-vis yellow, both for their stockings, their shorts, and their tops. So let's see what happens in this the game. 7 games left for the Poppies to get into the playoff places. Let's see how we go here. This should be an interesting one. As I said, the changes in the team looks like we're going to be playing 3 or 4 across the back, which I think is going to be an interesting tactic from Liam McDonald to see what he can possibly get from the new signing as well, Harvey Peters, who goes straight in. So let's see how we go. Just waiting for the referee to get us all the way and started. And we are away here. And Barwell kick off, long ball in, headed out by Isaacson. Only as far as Furtado in the middle there. Great bit of Tony Barwell come away with it with Dan Jarvis. He's just on the edge of the 18-yard box. Stops, pivots, and turns, as we have seen before with him. Plays the ball over. That goes out for a throw on the far side of Barwell. Interesting start. Looks like they're going to be playing 3 at the back as well. 5 across the middle, 2 up front. So it should be quite interesting for the formation point of view. But Barwell are going to throw. Comes all the way along to a number 11 there. Jarvis plays it in, but it goes harmlessly along for Peters to just police the number 7. He gets the ball across. It's cleared out by Mensah. It goes as far as Yeshe. Yeshe tries to clear, but it's blocked. Tyree Wilson just trying to get hold of the ball there, but that's a handball. The referee gives a handball there. So we can, things can calm down a little bit. Yeah, thank you for some of the commentaries coming in. Yes, it's just going to be me on the commentary as Cookie is back home. Ball goes up, headed forward. Well, Yeshe headed, bit of a head tennis in the midfield here. Jarvis just plays the ball, but kicks it straight out to the away dugout on the far side. Throw in, headed on into the middle there, but cleared out from Barwell, but only goes as far as Lewis. Lewis gets fouled. Referee's not giving it, so we play on this. He's giving it again now for a handball. We're just waiting now for that to be taken on the far side, but Barwell starts with a pretty intense. I spoke to the vice chairman here just before the game, and he was saying that given their recent run of form, the crowds have gone down. But having said that, there's a very good, strong contingent here, and I'm sure that's going to swell the coffers here at the Crown Skip Hire Stadium. Ball's just played out here by Paul White. Referee's given a free kick right on the far side. So Paul White resplendent in all yellow. Sorry, green, I should say, actually. Here he goes. Harvey Peters, for those who don't know, is the sort of blonde-haired, left-footed centre-back, and he's gone straight into where Forsyth would play. Rowe plays the ball down to the outside. Panther is getting to the byline. He crosses it in, but that's blocked. And it just ricochets out, but it gives away for a corner. Referee's given a corner right on the far side. Really good move from Panther. He got to the byline there and managed to get the ball across, but it's ricocheted off the number 5 Billy Goff there for a free kick. Now the ever sure-footed left foot wand of Coyle plays it short to Thanodge. Thanodge back into Coyle. He's in the 18-yard play. He's going to shot. He shoots. Great save. Fantastic save. Parried out again. Jeshe's in with another shot. It's parried out. Goes across the ball. Goal! Fantastic. It's already 1-0 to the Poppies. Really good attack. Ricochet ball bouncing around the 6-yard box there. And I think that was, looks like Blaine Rose got hold of that and he smacks it in from basically 2 feet. And it's 1-0 for the Poppies already. Great start. Fantastic. And that was the real first attack, really, following that Eddie Panther run down the byline there. But certainly going to be very happy with that. And it certainly sets us up already. It's hard to see from where we are, but goal's been actually given to Alfie Lewis. And it doesn't matter how they go in, but we will take that all day long. So that goes into the scoreline there. So it's 1-0 to the Poppies already, just kicking off as the ball gets kicked harmlessly away to our right-hand side. But what unbelievable start for the Poppies there. The first 3 minutes in, and it's 1-0. As I mentioned earlier, the attack came from there. It was a short corner, which Coyle took to Thanodge. Thanodge played back to Coyle. Coyle came into the 18-yard box, tried a shot, ricocheted, come to Yeshe. Yeshe, again, took a slash at it, and then again, it rebounded in at the 6-yard box, and Alfie Lewis was there to poke it home. And so Barwell are already 1-0 up. Oh, sorry, down here already. But they are attacking, trying to do their best. They're on the 18-yard box, played along here. They're in. Tyree Wilson, so he's got a shot. Great carry from from White. A great block there from Harvey Peters again, but Tyree Wilson back on the ball. Plays it back on this 3G surface out to Hawkins. Ball shot there, but it's gone well over the bar. But a great stop from White. It was well positioned in his 6-yard box just to parry that out, and he needs to make sure he's on his mettle, because there are 2 or 3 players at Barwell. They are not afraid of scoring goals. They might leak from the back, but they're not afraid of scoring. I tell you that much. Goes back, Peters to Coyle. Deals deep in Catherine's half, trying to play 1-2s out. Banodge to Coyle. Plays it down the line. Yes, she can't get that. It's headed forward by Hawkins. Played forward there by Freddie Harper. Lewis picks it up. Good kick forward there, trying to get Panther into play, but he's not going to get it. Mensah, who's captain for today, steps in, plays it forward. Headed back. Hawkins ricochets off the goal scorer Lewis. Furtado trying to get the ball. It's a bit frenetic, but it's played out for Barwell. They're on the left-hand side. Lovely play inside by Billy Goff. Played it right on there, so if you can try and get a ball in. Ball comes across. Played out by number 7, Seaton. Ball's played into the penalty spot, and it's headed out for a Barwell corner on the far side. Barwell just trying to apply a little bit of pressure. The Barwell ground here, if you haven't been, it's got a main stadium and then a smaller stadium on the near side, and then it's got 2 open sides, just fringed by an estate. Ball comes in from the far side, got all the way along, clipped out by Rowe. Clears it well down the pitch. Panther can't get hold of that. It's pushed back in, but Lewis heads it to Furtado. Furtado plays an up and under. It's going to get caught in the wind here, but headed well by Freddie Harper. Goes out to Coyle. Coyle just over the halfway line. Plays on right at the ball flick. Great point there, but well picked up by Finn Osborne in goal. He's in all purple today. Didn't see that for many goalkeepers. And he fly kicks the ball out. I think that's going to go straight out on this 3G service. But no, it's kept in right at the side. Harper plays it in to Bruce. Bruce turns. Jarvis got the ball. He just pivots beautifully as the rubber crumb underneath this 3G pitch just splashes up around his ankles. Interception by Rowe. And Hawkins again just stops it from going a throw in. And it's a Poppies throw in right on the far side. Poppies have reverted back to a back four. Looks more like a 4-2-2 with Panther and Jeshe up front. And she tries to get ahead of Lewis, plays it forward, try and get Panther into it. But it's intercepted. Well, it goes to Coyle in the centre circle. Fanodge plays it back out to Coyle. He's going to have to move to get this, but he does. Plays it very well back to Peters. And Fanodge, the Albanian prince, just passes it back to Mensah. Mensah deep in his half, plays a ball forward for Coyle. He picks it up, very assured. Lovely 1-2 there with Alfie Lewis. Lovely little nip inside there from Coyle. Plays it for Furtado. Furtado's in. Eddie Panther's on the edge of the area. He can't control it though, and he goes down. But that's more to do with his lack of control than any simulation. And Osborne comes out and collects that beautifully. So Finn Osborne's just about to take this goal kick, which he does. Headed up by Mensah again, a towering header there. That sends it well back into Barwell territory. Billy Goff's got to pick that up for the throw-in. They're well marshalled, Poppies, at the moment. Obviously, we had that atrocious weather on Tuesday, which probably just couldn't get going. It was more southwester weather than anything else. But hopefully we'll see some football on this 3G service. Tyree Wilson picks up the ball. Plays it Dan Jarvis, who pivots back to Wilson, puts it forward again, headed out, but only as far as Jarvis. Jarvis plays a ball over the top. Peters is just policing the Zain Hakim. And it drops into the arms of Paul White here, who launches it straight down the pitch at Panther. Panther to Lewis. Was up. Bit of head tennis here on the halfway line. Thanos gets up well, plays it to Furtado. Furtado goes to play it to Rowe. Rowe on the far side. Just making up some acres. Dan Jarvis trying to come back and cut that off, but it goes back into Lewis at midfield. Back to Panther. Panther's a little bit of a loose ball there, but it's Rowe. Rowe gets it, plays it straight into the middle. It's headed out, but only as far as Thanos. Thanos plays it back out to Coyle. Coyle's trying to get Furtado in, but he's not going to get that, and that trickles away for a Barwell throw down to our left-hand side. Good start from the Poppies, obviously with the opportunity here. This is our last game against major opposition that's not in the top 10, so it's going to be an interesting run-in. Obviously, we've got the Good Friday clash with Real Bedford coming up shortly, but going to concentrate on this and see if we can get 3 points. Glenodge goes up. Lewis on the halfway line, plays the ball forward. Can he get Jesche going? No, he can't. And it's cleared out by Hawkins. Comes inside. Barwell doing well. The pass one, he's passed two. He's got a couple of options. He plays it out to, looks like it's Hakeem's going to get the ball in. It's blocked. Wow, great block there from Isaacson. Just keeps the threat down, stops the ball from going in the 18-yard box. And so far, so good for the Poppies. Ball goes out to Hakeem, goes back on the far side to Jarvis. Jarvis puts the ball in, headed out by Mensah. And Wilson can't get the ball down, and it goes out for a Poppies goal kick. As I was mentioned, really good turnout for the Poppies. I can see them on nearly all four sides of the ground. There's a little bank behind the away and home dugouts there on the far side, but provides a good view. Ball's played forward. Furtado gets a good head on that, but can't control it. I think it'll go out for a Barwell throw right on the far side. As I said, Barwell's performance has been really bad the last couple of games, and they've lost a couple of their players. Prince Machinelli's just he went to Corn just as the season's loan window shut on Thursday. So he's gone to Corn, lives nearby, but he's been ever present in the side and their captain really. So they've been depleted, but they have got a couple, look at 3 signings come in from the Derby County Academy here. So it's a young side, but nevertheless, for Kettering, it's all about the 3 points here. Let's see what they can do. Thanos brings the ball down, beautifully played out to Alfie Lewis. Goes down to Yeshe. Yeshe is just on the halfway line, comes in around the 18-yard box. Going to get a crossing. He can. And it goes. Let's go. A brilliant goal. Lovely turn there from Panther. And that is an absolute hurler there from Panther. Ball was played in from Yeshe. Panther sort of came onto it just by the penalty spot. He took a touch, took him onto his right-hand side, and then rifled it into the goal. Finn Osborne, no chance at all. And in the 13th minute there, it's Eddie Panther makes it 2-0 to the Poppies. And you've got to say that was, I wouldn't say that had been coming because Barwell had come back into the game, but they are weak down that right-hand side. And I think I wouldn't say we're in AFC Sudbury territory here for a 6-0, but it won't do our goal difference any damage at all if we can try and get some scoring. But 14 minutes gone with 2-0 up here in Leicestershire. So let's see how the rest of the game plays out. The joint managers from Barwell just look a little bit dejected there on the far bench, which you can understand given the scoreline so early on. But it is early in the match. But I think Panther took that well. He has to be in the right place. And I said, Yeshe did really well just to be able to get into the 18-yard box on that right-hand side. Just roll it into Eddie Panther's right foot, and he just slammed it past Osborne. Had really no chance at all. But 2-0 it is. Barwell on the halfway line. Long throw headed out by Furtado. It's picked up by a blustery wind here, and there are some storm clouds on the horizon here. Coyle tries to play it forward. It's blocked. As far as Jarvis. Jarvis is swarmed on by Coyle. Coyle gets 2 touches in. He's got the ball. He's down the left-hand post. He plays it through to Panther. Panther's got 2 players on him. He goes down. Referee's not having that, but a bit of fisticuffs. I wouldn't know fisticuffs, handbags. I would say probably there between Eddie Panther and the fairly Titan number 4 El Ghani and Friede Harper. Both of them were policing Eddie Panther there, but as we've seen with other games recently, Panther went down a bit too easily there. The referee wasn't had it. He's having a good game, the referee, so far. Owen Morton. But it's a free kick to Barwell. Just down the right-hand side there, beside the 18-yard box, as the wind picks up here, blows across the Crown Skip Hire Stadium. Long ball in. Ajax underneath it. Lewis, who seems to be going everywhere, picks up the ball here, but so they're going forward now. Barwell. Jarvis gets a shot in, but it's picked out by Coyle. Coyle's got the ball, left foot down to Furtado. Furtado plays the ball forward to Panther, but Panther can't get that, and El Ghani will play it back to Osborne, and Panther is sprinting trying to get that ball, and he nearly did. And that'll be a throw to Barwell on the far side. You can't fault Eddie Panther for his commitment and his fitness and his energy has been absolutely fantastic the latter part of this season. Kettering get the ball away, goes out to Blaine Rowe on the far side. Going forward, gets on the halfway line, checks back into Thanodge. Thanodge tries to play the ball forward, but it's picked up here in the air. Bit of head tennis. Thanodge back again. Cleared down that right-hand side. Back up in the air by Taylor. Wilson loses it. Lewis gets it back though. Wilson plays it intelligently inside to Jarvis. Jarvis plays it outside here now to Hakeem. Hakeem goes inside, but well picked out by Peters. And Thanodge clearly just picks that up. Classy ball, lovely ball out to Panther. Now Panther's got the ball. He's has to be pushed towards the left-hand side of the 18-yard box. He's policed by El Ghani. Can he get a ball in? He can, but that'll be a corner ball. Great tackle there from El Walid El Hanway. Really did well to get a block on that, but Eddie Panther was heading for the corner flag anyway, but did really well to get his foot on that, and it's another Poppies corner, this time on the left-hand side. We're just waiting for that to be taken. We're just to the right-hand side of the halfway line here, so it's difficult to see that corner flag. But we're just waiting now for that to be taken. Balls in, headed out. Only as far as Panther gets a shot back in, but it's straight into the arms of Finn Osborne in the Barwell goal. As the rain starts to drop from the heavens here, some squally showers certainly were advertised. As Coyle, lovely turn, plays it back to White. He hits Jan Jarvis about 2 yards in front of him. Mantha gets a header. It's cleared by Thanodge. Out to Furtado, but White has to be careful around those clearances because he literally hit Jan Jarvis. He was only about 4 yards in front of him in the 18-yard box. He's got to really watch that. But meanwhile, we've got a Kettering Town player down, and looks like an instant substitution. Looks like Alfie Lewis. Can't quite see from here. I think it is. He's down. The disco board's already up on the far side. Looks like Van Leer will be coming on if indeed that seems to be the switch. He just got caught earlier with a tackle. Yeah, so the goal scorer Alfie Lewis there is going off, and Van Leer will be coming on. Michael Hunter just on at the moment. just administering the magic sponge. Referee's just having a word with Andy Thanodge on the pitch, but Alfie Lewis is up. And he's going to be walking off now, but yeah, the substitution confirmed. The 19th minute there, and he's not hobbling off, Alfie Lewis, but he'd certainly be disappointed. He was working very well with Rowe down that right-hand side, but it's a high five as William Lear comes on. Obviously, William's Lear contract has been extended up to the end of the season, so thank you to Kings Lynn for facilitating that for us. And he gets straight into the action, takes the ball off Dan Lewis, and just plays the ball. Lovely reverse pass out to Yeshe on the halfway line. He turns, little pivot inside, plays it inside to Furtado. Furtado tries to get Panther release, but he can't. Ball's played forward by Hawkins. Mensah's got it, plays a lovely 1-2 over his own head, volleys it forward. Yeshe was under a bit of pressure there, but he couldn't get to it. And meantime, well, we've got the ball on the far side with Seaton, policed by Isaacson. Into the middle of the pitch by Jarvis, but Kevin played the ball out to Panther. Panther's on the halfway line. He loses the ball against the big number 5, James Taylor. And he goes through Jarvis just inside Ketchin's half. He plays a lovely ball out here to the far side onto Hakeem. Hakeem comes in on his left foot. Pass 1, pass 2, gets a shot. Brilliant block from Mensah. Absolutely immense that was on the penalty spot. He had to get that because Hakeem had already passed 2 Ketchin players. Friede Harper plays the ball out to Hawkins in the middle of the Ketchin. Happens to Reigns teams down here. Billy Gosco to go back. Barwell is still on the attack. Jeshe is trying to police him, see if he can get there, but that's a harmless ball, and that'll go straight out for a goal kick. It's absolutely pouring down here. 3G pitch looks in really good condition, as you'd expect it would be. Most of the fans are just trying to get under some cover. There is some cover behind away to our left-hand side, where most of the Poppies, at least behind the goal, are congregated. There's no cover on the right-hand side here, so it should be interesting for the second half. But Paul White gets us back underway here. 23 minutes gone. Panther tries to get the ball back. It's a free kick there. Lane Rhodes got a bit carried away. And it's a free kick to Barwell on the far side on the halfway line. Referee's been strict, he's been efficient. It's not given too much away. They've let the game flow, which has been really good. Barwell play the ball onto this far side here for Freddie Harper. He gets the ball played in. Oh, we're going through number 9 through. Goal! Really good play there from Barwell. Cyrus Bruce there manages to sort of bully his way through the centre of defence. Gets past Peters, gets past Mensah, and slams the ball past a hapless White. And in the 24th minute, it's 2-1. Barwell has been threatening with a few goal-bound shots, but it's certainly a little bit of a turn-up for the play, but it's 2-1. Ball's played forward. Panther gets underneath this. Headed forward, and he goes as far as Thanodge. Thanodge plays out to Coyle. Coyle turns, trying to get through to Thanodge, but he loses it. And it comes back to goal scorer. Bruce plays it inside to Hawkins. Barwell with a bit more chutzpah in play. Jarvis in the middle of the field plays a lovely square rule pass out to Seaton. Seaton policed well by Furtado, and the ball's cleared up to Yeshe. Yeshe's got nobody with him. He loses the ball. It's played back into Jarvis. Jarvis, a lovely 1-2. It goes for Seaton, but Seaton's loses it to Rowe, and that's a foul as Seaton tries to get back. But I tell you what, Barwell have been good for their goal. The heads didn't drop after the second goal's gone in. They've made some good constructive play through the midfield, especially through Jarvis. And they're beginning getting players forward. And I think the last shot they had, which was parried by White, was almost a carbon copy of the goal which they have scored. So it's 2-1 here. Ball's played forward. Only as far as Rowe launches it into the middle there. That was a late tackle as Rowe ends up in the Kettering dugout there. Nothing malicious in it. He was just late. And it's a free kick to the Poppies just in front of the away dugout. The Poppies' record against lower placed teams haven't been the best, as we've seen with Aylesbury, but Alvechurch, sorry. But we'll see how we go here. It's 2-1, and Coyle has got the free kick just over the halfway line, plays it forward, up into the air. The wind holds it up. Furtado won't get to that, and Bruce gets a header in, but only goes back almost to Coyle on the halfway line, plays it to Rowe. Rowe turns, gets a twist on, but the ball's gone out. He can't keep it in. It's a throw to Barwell on the far side. 27 minutes gone. This is Poppies Media bringing you the match coverage here from the Crown Skip Hire Stadium. Thank you to El Goods Brewery. Thank you to Marcus for your support and sponsorship. It's always appreciated. And ball played forward for Barwell, just skips off the 3G surface here and ends up in Paul White's hands. We do see a little bit of blue sky over the stadium here, but it's still absolutely pouring down. As Barwell get a throw in right on the halfway line. New lineup for Poppy seems to be working pretty well, despite conceding that goal. Flanodge plays the ball out. It's played forward by Elgani, goes back to Elgani, who'll win the header. Yeshe does well. Goes to Panther. Ball's played forward for Furtado. Can Furtado get in? He can. He's on the edge of the 18-yard box. He checks back, plays it to Panther. Panther shoots. Blocked well. Tyree Wilson just on the edge of the area plays a lovely ball out to Dan Jarvis. Dan Jarvis just waits, plays the ball through, but Flanodge kicks that out well. And it goes to Mensah. Just got to calm down, Poppies. Just take the time, make the passes. And immediately say that Panther gives it away to Jarvis. Jarvis plays it out to Seaton. Seaton on the far side. It's almost into the 18-yard box. It's policed by Isaacson. Isaacson pushes it back to Jarvis. Jarvis plays a high one over the far side. It's offside. Offside flag there. Poppies take it quickly. Plays it out to Coyle. Coyle will play this down the line, but it's blocked well by Elgani. So the ball goes out to Bruce. Bruce plays it back to Wilson. To Jarvis. A lovely interplay there. Oh, what a great ball that is. But well played. Lovely football there. One-touch football to allow Cyrus Bruce to get released again. But Paul White was onto that. Saw the danger, came out and smothered that really quickly. Ball's played forward. Headed into Kettering territory. Seaton can't retrieve it. Goes out to Rowe on the far side. Plays it back to Isaacson. Yeshe, lovely chest down to Furtado. Furtado tries to check inside, but he's played for us Wilson. Wilson did a lovely little step over. Lovely put up to Bruce, but Mensah's having none of that. Colossus, nonchalant pass, gets the ball out to Coyle. Left foot into Furtado. Furtado's just on the 18-yard box, plays it into Panther. Back out to Furtado, but he can't pick it up. Dan Jarvis comes away. He's looking for a pass. Plays it down the left-hand side. They're making up some significant pressure here. Going to get into the 18-yard box. They can. It's policed by Peters. Peters can push him over there, but the referee was really well placed to see that. That was a great tussle between Zain Hakim and the new boy, Harvey Peters. Harvey Peters did well just to manage that ball out for a goal kick. But the midfield combo of ex-Poppies Sorry, Wilson and Dan Jarvis are causing Kettering some really significant problems when they pick the ball up. The sun's come out now, and some of the Poppies fans are removing their bobble hats, applying the factor 50. As the ball comes into the right-hand side on the far side, Ricardo, aerial duel there with Hawkins. Jarvis just kicks that ball into no man's land, and probably can build again with Coyle. Coyle play that down into the channel. Yeshe's a willing runner. I think he'll get that, which he does. Put out by El Wahid El Ghani, who's he's got to be. He looks like from where I am 7 foot, but I'm sure he's not there. He's done well actually since the second goal's gone in. Just waiting for Blaine Rowe to take what will be a long throw, I think, into the Barwell penalty area. In the crowd today is not only our president, Ken Samuels, but also Richard Lavery is here as well. Good to see you, Richard. Just waiting for the ball to come in now from the left-hand side. It comes in. Isaacson tries to clip it on there, but it's cleared out again by El Ghani, and that goes out for a corner on the left-hand side, which Ricardo, I think, is going to run over and take that. There's no urgency in the play at the moment as we are into the 32nd minute here. Fanod's just on the edge of the 18-yard box. Mensah is in the 6-yard box, as is Panther. Ball come in, all the way along, headed out, only as far as Yeshe, lovely reverse pass to Furtado. Furtado's onside, plays the ball at the far side there. Isaacson got a header in there. Yeshe tries to bring it down, but can't get a shot away. That's clear. That's got to be a foul by Seaton. He just went straight through Yeshe there, and referee's assistant has given it. Yeshe's done really well this first half. He's put himself around. I think if he puts enough energy in it that Panther does, I think that's a hell of a strike force. But in the meantime, we've got the left-footed maestro Coyle on the far right-hand side is going to curl this one in, which he does right into the far post. Headed over, comes out with 2 players, but just bobbles into Finn Osborne's hands, and he fly kicks it out to absolutely nobody. But the ball will go as far as White. Oh, 2 Kettering Town players fall over, and Hawkins just slams into Paul White, and Paul White's not happy about that. It doesn't react too much apart from just giving him a fairly hard Irish Paddington stare there, I think. 34 minutes gone. It's Poppies 2, Barwell 1 here. Captain Mensah plays the ball forward, but that's going to go straight out. Long throw from Barwell, trying to get Seaton back in the game. Bruce picks the ball up. Referee gives a foul against him. I think Poppies just have to take their time, just think about some of the passes. I think Barwell have sort of flooding the midfield with a slight tactical change there, which allowed them to get the other players forward, led to the goal. Long pass there from White, plays to Rowe. Lovely 2-touch there. Tavares Thanodge. Thanodge tried to get Furtado back into the game, but it doesn't work. It's up to Bruce. Thanodge again picks the ball up well. He's done really well in this central midfield role in the first half. As the ball comes back to White, White will look to pump this forward to get Rowe into the game, but well cleared out by Taylor. And Mensah will start again. See if we can start the build. Be a long ball forward again down that right-hand side. Shaker's out-headed. Hawkins gets a foot in, gets it to Wilson. Wilson's going to play it to hanging back. Coyle gets the ball. He's through. He's on the 18-yard box there, but what a fantastic saving tackle from El Wahid. El Wani again, he's played a great game at the back there from Barwell. Cleared the ball down. Peters got a header in. Certainly Coyle, although he hasn't got the pace, he was in there. Seaton on the halfway line, the centre circle. Lovely reverse pass out to Wilson. Great pass, great block. That was a fantastic tackle from Peters. Wilson is on his knees, pleading, imploring the referee to give them a free kick there, but lovely square ball out to Yeche. Yeche is offside, which is unfortunate, but Wilson was certainly felt that he'd been impeded there. Yeche is trying to understand why the referee blew his whistle, but if he just looks out to his right-hand side, he'll see that the referee's assistant had his flag up there in front of the KTFC flags away to our far right. And in front of the Brad Hickey end, which is their version of the tin hat. The ball's played forward to Seaton. Seaton gets a good header, but White is good. Comes out, picks the ball out, gives it to Isaacson. Isaacson, long ball going forward. Can he get Jeche back in? Good header from Jeche. Jeche's through. Good header. He's in. It's a goal! Well, that's Route 1 football for you. It doesn't get any better than that. 37th minute, and Jeche was straight through with that. Long ball from Isaacson. Jeche just picked up the ball, headed it forward. He was under pressure, to be fair, from the Barwell defender, but Jeche just took his time and slipped it under Finn Osborne to make it 3-1 here. Great goal, and we don't often see a sort of a Route 1 football from Poppies this season, but if it comes up with that outcome, you've got to say that is well worth pursuing. But certainly now we're into the 38th minute, but 3-1. Any Poppies fan will take that. Yes, it was really Yeshe's goal. He did fantastically well to hold off the advancing Barwell defender there, but an excellent finish. And I think it's topped up a really good performance from Yeshe. He's done really well. He's been excellent at probing down the channels, especially on the left-hand side here. He's been a thorn in the side of the Barwell defence, just harrowing those. He's done really well, and he deserves the goal. And in his orange fluorescent boots, he's put them to good use, and it's 3-1 to the Poppies. Ball slayed forward to Bruce. Mensa's in there. He clears well. It's headed out there by Freddie Harper for a Poppies throw-in down on the left-hand side, just on the halfway line. The sun is now beaming out here. There's people in crop tops and bikinis. I wouldn't say mankinis, but it's Barwell. Referee's just blown up for a free kick to Barwell. They wanted to take it quickly, but he's decided it's not that blade of grass or blade of rubber, depending as it's a 3G pitch. Got a player down. Some injury to Panther. He's up on his feet and he's walking around. He's hobbling. Michael Hunter was on his way over, but Panther's not happy. Come over to the left-hand side here. It was just a bit of a clash there with the Barwell number 2. Hopefully he'll run it off. He's just trying to see if he can get back into the game. I think he's okay. Game's back underway. A towering header from Isaacson there. That will go all the way along to Hawkins, just on the halfway line. He sprays the ball out to see if he can get Barwell up and going, but headed through from Rowe and cleared. Home crowd wanted a free kick there, but that's not going to happen. Ball goes to Thanoj. Thanoj plays a lovely ball out with Furtado, but now it's Panther, who seems to be back fully fit again on the 18-yard box. Tries to square the ball, but ricocheted up into the air and picked out by Osborne and pulled out. They really want to get the game going again. Jarvis plays it forward to Bruce. Bruce can turn. Seaton plays a great ball over, but nobody there to pick that up on the far side. We just come into the 40th minute. It's 5 minutes left in the first half, plus whatever the referee, Owen Morton, decides he wants to add on. Paul White plays the ball into what is now a blue sky here in Leicestershire. Headed forward by Furtado. Panther's got the ball. He's into the 18-yard box, tries to square it for Yeshe. Yeshe can get it. No, he can't. It's cleared well by 3D Harper. He pivots back, but Yeshe's really pushing him under pressure here. He did really well. Goes back to Osborne, though. They can take their time and just try and start again. Ball goes forward to Seaton. Harvey Peters in the air there. Furtado gets ahead there, but it'll go for a goal kick. The game's a bit frenetic. There's not much of a pattern in it at the moment. I'm just waiting for the throw in from Freddie Harper to come in. Wilson muscled it off there by Thanodge. Picks the ball up again. He's done really well in midfield. Rowe plays the ball forward. He changes, he pivots, plays a lovely ball out to the far side. It's Panther. Panther on the 18-yard box, sprays it across. It's cleared out. And agriculturally cleared in the end by Taylor. Thanodge, lovely pass. To Isaacson, who chests it down, plays it to Mensah. Mensah switches it onto the left-hand side here to Coyle. Coyle's inside the Thanodge, just on the edge of the halfway line, but that's cleared up. Lovely play by Barwell as they come forward again. Just played forward to Seaton. Seaton can't control it, and he goes out for a throw-in on the far side. Panther pushed over. That's got to be a foul, ref. No, doesn't give that. Furtado picks it up to Isaacson. Goes back to Paul White. He should be wearing a cap now, the amount of sun that probably in his eyes. Hawkins gets a header there. Rowe back in, another header from Hawkins, and Hawkins has given a push. A judge to have fouled Ish Furtado, who does get some height in the height difference between the centre half and himself. 43 minutes gone. Where have you been? It's Barwell 1, Poppies 3. Nice. There is a free kick right on the far side, not far from the dugouts. Mensah will take. Plays the ball forward, looking for Rowe. Well intercepted and headed out for a throw in on the far side there. There'll be another long throw, I think, from Blaine Rowe. Another extra set into the Barwell area. Only got a couple of minutes left in this first half. Let's see if this can bring another Poppies goal. Should probably kill the tie then, hopefully. Blaine Rowe with a throw. Doesn't get as far as the penalty spot. Comes out to Thanodge. Thanodge takes a touch. Doesn't play it very well. Goes back to Isaacson. Isaacson plays it back to Rowe. Rowe will play this back into the far side. Panther with the header. It's cleared up in the air. Isaacson with the header. Great header. Panther. Goal! Had to be. Lovely header. You've got to give credit there to Ben Isaacson, who did an amazing job trying to head that ball back in, which he did straight into the path of Eddie Panther, who checked the ball back and side-footed it in the 6-yard box straight in front of Finn Osborne, but he had no chance whatsoever. And a second goal for Eddie Panther. And well-deserved, I would say, in terms of the Poppies' performance in this half. Barwell just not defending so well. They're good going forward, but it's so difficult to stop the Poppies at the moment in terms of the attacking power that they have in the opposing half. But certainly it's a fantastic result at the moment anyway for Poppies fans. It's been 45 minutes as some of the fans are moving towards the refreshment area here. Ball's played forward for Seaton. Rowe's got the ball. Down to Jarvis. Jarvis to Seaton. They can't get that. They look a bit disjointed now. Yeshe plays a ball back to Panther. Panther's got the ball. Can he turn? He's got 4 players around him. That'll be a foul. He was absolutely cleared out there by James Taylor. I suspect that should be a booking. Should be a booking. Yeah, getting some nods around me here from the fantastic Barwell fans here. It should be, but I don't think the referee's brought his cards with him today. Yeah, James Hill he's just get referees having a chat with him, but he just took him out, literally. And it's a free kick in a very dangerous area. Coyle is underneath. It's probably about 10 yards outside the 18-yard box to the slightly to the right-hand side. Ben Isaacson is right at the back. So is Mentz's up. So is Peters. It's a tree trunk lineup on the left-hand side there as Coyle's looking to try and play this in. He may shoot himself. There are 2 in the wall. This will be the last action of the first half. Coyle, arms up the air, plays it forward. Mentzer gets a header in. Great save from Finn Osborne. He needed to. He bowls the ball out as far as Frida Harper. Plays the ball across, but picked up by Isaacson or intercepted. Seaton's got a good ball. Plays it out to Jarvis. Jarvis comes inside his left foot, gets a shot. It's blocked, cleared by Peterson, but only as far as Furtado, who kicks it forward. You've got a Kettering Town player down. Following that to attack, Yeshe picks the ball up. Lovely drag back, lovely play there. Frida Harper was going nowhere. He went to Wellingborough after that one. Lovely interplay there, but offside for Panther as he's running through, and Isaacson is still on the pitch and he's down. He's going to get some 3G burns on his knees. I think Michael Hunter comes on for the second time. Isaacson just managed to intercept that Barwell attack. And I think as he sort of fell, I think he's just twisted his right ankle. I'm sure Michael Hunter's got his both his magic spray and his magic sponge to hand. Meanwhile, just a couple of scores around the other area. Harbour Town are winning at Bury Town 1-0 away. Leiston are 1-0 up at Banbury. Real, Bedford and Halesowen are 0-0. Redditch are 1-0 up against Royston. Spalding United 0-0 with Bromsgrove. Stamford are 1-0 up at Bishop Stopford, although they're at home. St Ives are 1-0 up away to Stourbridge. Stratford 1, Corn 0. Sudbury and Alvechurch 1-1, and Worcester and Needham Market 0-0. So the other results so far are going well for the Poppies. I'm sure the referee's going to blow his whistle any time now. Just waiting for the restart now that Isaacson is he's hobbling away. Michael Hunt is just chaperoning him off to the Kettering Town bench. He's going to have to walk all the way back across the pitch when the referee blows the end of the first half. But we'll see what happens now. Finn Osborne's going to take the throw. Sorry, that's a free kick. Headed on by Bruce into the middle here, headed back. Cleared by Mensa. Coiled underneath this, cleared by Peters, no nonsense at all. Panther's got 4 around him. But it goes out to Dan Jarvis again. Ricochets off Thanodge. Referee still allowing the play on again. Jarvis looking at midfield. PLO roll. Plays out to Wilson. Wilson comes inside on left foot. Lovely play into number 9, Bruce. He's trying to push his way through again, but Mensa is there and he'll clear that out, but only as far as Frida Harper, who gets the ball forward. Van Leer misses it. A shot from outside the box, but easily picked up by Paul White. And that is it for the first half. You've got to say that's a magnificent performance by the Poppies. They've managed the game well. Good discipline. They took the opportunities on goal when they had the chance. 2 goals from Panther. an excellent direct route one goal from Yeshe, and Alfie Lewis, who scored, has went off early on as well. So, but you've got to say that's a very well done first half, as Ben Isaacson talks about the injury that he felt he had. But nevertheless, Poppies go off, and we're here for half time. Enjoy the break, and we'll see you on the other side. See how we go. Enjoy it. Welcome back to the Groundscape Hire Stadium for what promises to be an exciting second half. An excellent second half. I'm just trying to see if there's any changes on either side. It looks pretty good. Yeah, I can't see there's any changes. There may be some. We'll check them out for you as we go along. But certainly so far, it's been a fantastic game for Kettering Town. 4 goals, just one conceded there, and just chatting to a couple of the fans that have time there. We think that certainly playoffs are possible. Barwell's, Harbour is the only one that actually secured a playoff place, but goal difference could play its part, and certainly the way that we've been approaching this game and the more attacking pattern of play that we've had under Liam McDonald, it will make a difference as we get into the closing stages of the run-in. I think there is no doubt. So I think a few more in this second half wouldn't do any harm at all. But Barwell, I'm sure, are going to have a different opinion of this. But nevertheless, referee Owen Morton is about to start. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you for the comments. Apologies for not being able to read them out, but you can probably hear it on my own at the moment. So I hope Cookie's doing well back at home, and looking forward to the event tonight as we are back underway here. Poppies are now attacking left to right. Makes it easier for us because we can see it unfolding in front of us here from where the position that we're in from a gantry perspective. Blaine Rowe has got the ball. It's going to be a throw in here. He may go short, which he does to Coyle. Coyle chests it down. He's had some fantastic assists. I think he's had 6 in the last 6 assists in the last 3 games. Planodge plays the ball right over to the far side, but Pantra couldn't get that. It's going to run out on the right hand side. But yeah, Coyle has been an unhailed hero, I think, really, in terms of the when the run in, the story of the run in for the 25-26 season is written. I think Coyle will have a very good chapter in that story because his assists have been amazing, and his wand of a left foot's been the reason why we've been able to supply some of our attacking firepower. Ball's back in play on the far side here. Panther plays the ball forward up to Panther. Panther is trying to get the ball, but it's cleared away again by El Wahid El Hagni, who's having a fantastic game for Barwell. He's been rock solid at the back there, but conceding some of those goals, unfortunately. But without him, I suspect it would already be up 5 or 6. Blaine Rowe again, been very active. I'm sure he getting his steps in on either side of this pitch. There's not much of a distance between the edge of the pitch and the fencing that surrounds it, so he hasn't got much of a run up. But he throws the ball in, goes into the middle, headed on by Panther, but a push by the new boy Harvey Peters, spotted by the referee, gives Barwell a free kick. Finn Osborne is going to be taking this. Just adjust his yellow socks. Going to play the ball down to the right-hand side here, which he does. It's a blue sky over Barwell at the moment. Isaacson gets a header on. He seems to have picked himself up from the injury he had just before the first break. Ball's played forward by Osborne. Panther with a header. Picked up by Frida Harper. Back to Panther. Tari Wilson. Released by Furtado, but it goes out to Bruce. Bruce turns right on the far side. Might get a cross in. Comes back to Frida Harper. Back to Wilson. Wilson will cross, which he does. Played inside. Bruce turns. Gives it to Jarvis. Jarvis can't control the ball, and it's played out. Yeshe is just trying to get a ball forward there, but it's cleared up into the air agriculturally by Taylor. Barwell beginning to push a bit harder now. On the 18-yard box, goes back to the number 3. He'll get the ball in, Billy Goff, which he can. He crosses in, head, a great save. Is it in? It's in over the line. Referee's given a goal. Yes, he has. Really good cross there from Billy Goff. And the big number 9 there just gets a header unchallenged right on this. Gets going to see it actually gets a header there. White does well to get his hand on that, adds a parry, but the ball goes over the line, and it's now 4-2. Let's see what happens in this half. Who knows? Football's a strange game. But it's 4-2, 48th minute. Weren't quite expecting that coming out, but again, we said that Barwell are good going forward. Just defensively, they just haven't been able to get their act together this season. But Poppies, this is critical for Poppies to make sure that they get 3 points here. Nothing else will be acceptable in this run-in. Given the games we've got coming up against Hales Owen, we've got Redditch, we've got Real on Friday at home. Ball's played forward by Barwell. Long and high. Peters underneath this. Goes to the Panther. Panther tries to get Yeshe going, but Yeshe can't get control of the ball. And it's played back to Finn Osborne. There's a bit more of a spring in their step now as Barwell look to play the ball forward. Another long ball. Mensah can't get it. It's headed on by the goal scorer, Seaton. Frida Harper's got the ball on the right-hand side. Lovely touch. Intercepted there by Rowe is given away now. Hakeem's got a shot there. He did very well. Lovely outside of the foot shot there on White, but White was stretched out to his right-hand side for a relatively easy save. But it shows that the Poppies have just got to get their act together here in the second half. Flanage tries to play in Hoyle, but it goes out again. Yes, Poppies seemed a bit disjointed now at the back. Every time the ball will go forward to get a chance, there's another high ball. They're being peppered now, the defence. Was at the Flanage in midfield, plays it headed on by Ricardo, but only goes as far as El Kahani, plays up into the air again. Wilson turns well. Lovely play out to Hawkins. Hawkins being policed there by Furtado. Furtado gets the ball back. It'll be a foul. He gets the ball back. Referee allows the play to go on. Furtado does a step over. He can't get past Wilson. Referee has given a free kick to Kettering. Quite rightly, he did well there to let the game flow and then come back for that. As I said, this is Poppies Media bringing you the Southern League Premier Central clash between Barwell and Kettering Town. Sponsored by Elgood's Brewery. Thank you, Marcus. And we've got a Barwell player down. We don't know whether this is tactical or not. It looks like Hawkins is down right in the middle of the Barwell half. As Coyle was just preparing to take a free kick on the far side. Referee's having a chat with Yeshe. Probably just admiring his boots, asking where he's got them from. Panther's gone over to have a chat with Liam McDonald, and get some instructions and some liquid, it looks like, on the far side. Physio is on it, administering some magic spray there, and players just waiting now for this to come on. It's 4-2 at the moment. It's important that Poppies get a good win, and thanks to some of the comments that have come in for Poppies. Fat Fisherman, thank you for on here as well. It's always good to hear. There's a few on there as well. So thank you so much for your comments. It's appreciated. Hawkins has just been escorted off. On the far side, no substitute at all from Barwell at this point. Ball's back in play. Short one to Fanoj. Fanoj plays a square equal to Fitaggio. Fitaggio turns. He's being policed. He's caught there. Referee plays it on. Comes a cross. A long shot from the far, but well picked up there. That was a very long shot from Van Leer. But Finn Osborne had that covered. Saw it coming in as it skidded off the 3G pitch here. And that ball's going to go straight out from Osborne. It's a nice day. A bit of rumble to thunder here, but no more rain, thank God. And ball's back in on the far side. Harvey Peters, who looks, he's never going to be a sprinter, but he reads the game well, and it's done excellently in the back. Was effectively now a back three with Mensah and Rowe. And Rowe picks the ball up on the left-hand side, plays it back inside to Van Leer, who's playing a little bit more of a defensive midfield role at the sort of base of the diamond, really, in the midfield. Fanoj plays the ball forward for Yeshe. That's a great ball, but just cannot get hold of the ball, and it skids off for a goal kick. And meanwhile, we've got a substitution for Barwell on the far side. Jack Carey coming on for Hawkins. That looks like that'll be his last action for this game. We're just waiting for the goal kick to be taken by Finn Osborne. He does. More direct. Van Leer's underneath that. Elgani underneath that one as well. Bit of head tennis cleared by Taylor again up in the air. Panos puts it forward. Elgani as well. I mean, he's easily 6'5". He just towers in the middle of that Barwell defence. Furtado turns back to Coyle right on the far side. A bit of keep play and keep ball from Kettering. Goes back to Mensah. He does a switch back into Isaacson. Back into Mensah. Barwell are playing quite a high line. I think the ball over the top is where it needs to be. Mensah just clips inside, takes his time, plays the ball, trying to get Panther in. So he's played like Frida Harper's got that. Referee gives a free kick. Panther throws his arms up in frustration. Game is entering a little bit of a slower pace, I would say, as we're into the 57th minute of the second half here. It's 4-2 to the Poppies. 6 goals already. And the ball's played forward. Long free kick. Peters underneath that. Bodges his way through to go to the ball. It goes through to Goff. Goff plays it forward. He was provided the assist for Seaton for the second goal. He gives a foul as Van Leer's bundled to the floor, thrown to the floor even. Rowe's in full sprint there, but he's policed by Seaton. Seaton did well to get the ball back. Van Leer again plays the ball forward. He's just sitting in front of that back three, just making sure that there's no further incursions. Good tactical play from Liam Donald, I think. Ball's high up into the Barwell sky. Meant underneath that, but there's a clash of heads there between him and goal scorer Seaton. Mentz is down on his back as Michael Hunter comes on straight on. Seaton is up, he's holding his head, but at least he's walking. Yeah, Mentz is just taking his time. Just waiting, a little bit of treatment. Michael Hunter's certainly been very busy in both heads. So again, with the game's coming thick and fast, we've got to try and make sure that we have a fit squad. There'll be no more players coming in now that the loan period is now ended. So we've got that to look forward to. Nevertheless, referee is going to do a drop ball. Spencer comes off to our left-hand side. He looks okay, just taking some smelling salts. I hope they're smelling salts from Michael Hunter there. Play to our left and a drop ball right on the halfway line, which Jack Taylor will receive and punt, no doubt, which he does. Agriculturally forward again. Nodded forward by Bruce. Seaton turns. Comes to Wilson. Wilson. He gives it away though, and Rowe comes out, sprinting away. He's going to have to try and play the ball here if he can. Still going because the Panther on this side. Lovely ball back to Rowe, but intercepted by Billy Goff, and that's a throw in down underneath us here for Kettering Town, which Rowe will take. He takes it earlier, trying to find Yeshe. Yeshe's in the box, but he's no way past Jack Taylor, who's no stranger to a fish supper, given his stature. And ball's played out. Another fly kick. Poppies need to get hold of the ball and start to get a bit of a more of a pattern of play in. Thanos just plays the ball out lovely to Rowe. Oh, dearie me, he's absolutely pushed off the ball there. But by Hakeem, but still going. Hakeem's got the ball. He's going to go to the 18-yard box. Referee will get his book out for that one. Rowe wasn't happy about the earlier challenge from Hakeem, and Rowe brings him down and receives a booking for his trouble. So Blaine Rowe has got a booking there. And a free kick for Barwell. This is a reasonably dangerous one. It's probably 5 or 6 yards just outside the 18-yard box on the left-hand side. This will be an in-swinger. There are 5 Barwell players lining up just on the 18-yard line here to attack this ball, which will be played in, I would suspect, not far from the penalty spot here. 61st minute. See what Barwell do with this. There's 2 in the Kettering wall. The ball's played in, headed out by Furtado, cleared by Van Leer. Only Yeshe is up. Can he get the ball? No, he can't. Billy Goff comes forward. He's past 1. He's past 2. He gives it out to Seaton. Seaton plays it forward, but Rowe will have that and clears it with ease. Ball's still in. Panther is going to push in for this goal, and he gets... Oh, referee! Referee's assistant down underneath us here is given a foul. Panther pushed, apparently, but play forward. Goff plays a lovely ball forward there, but Paul White, as eagle-eyed as ever, saw the danger came out and has picked that ball up. And that Barwell attack fizzles out. White played it forward. Chested down there by Yeshe, done very well. Furtado gets the ball. Yeshe to Furtado. Furtado's in. He's on the left-hand side of the 18-yard box, shoots, and goes fizzes wide. Lovely 1-2 between Yeshe and Furtado there. Ish was just on the left-hand side, and we've got a substitution for Kettering. So it looks like 4 to 17. So Harvey, is we going to take Harvey Peters off? No, it's going to take Furtado off. So is Furtado having a strike there? Is now being taken off, and Forsyth comes on, and Mensah goes straight over to him and gives him the armband. So Forsyth is on, 63rd minute. And it looks like he's going to go straight into midfield, so it'll be almost like a straight swap. Didn't look like there was any injury to Furtado. He took that shot with great skill and dexterity, even though he missed the target. So I don't think there's any injury here. So it's a tactical change. Ball played just around the corner here to Taylor to clear, which he does. Played forward by Van Leer again. Elegani's underneath that. He's well, so throwing on the far side, which Coyle will take. He's got nobody around him, so he'll have to be a long one down the line. That'll bounce straight out for a goal kick. Yeah, Poppies are losing a little bit of pattern in their play. It's a bit disjointed. They're going to give Barwell another opportunity, I'm sure, as time goes on. So, yeah, just checking on there. Paul Cook's right. It was Lewis that scored the first goal. Ball goes forward. Peters underneath that. Great header. And as far as Freddie Harper, he goes past one, he goes past two. Beginning to eat up the yards now in Ketchen's half. Tries to play it. Ball through to Bruce. Bruce turned. He's in the 18-yard box. Can he get a shot away? He can, but it's only as far as Paul White, who comes out and smothers that with ease. Looking for an out ball, but there isn't one. So he's going to take his time. Again, you do feel that if Barwell do get an opportunity, they've got more chance of scoring. Ball's up in the air. Van Leer can't get to that one. Jack Taylor heads it up into the air. Forsyth gets a good touch. And Freddie Harper absolutely shanks that. And that'll go for a throw in almost opposite the 18-yard line. Deep in Barwell territory. Forsyth has come into central midfield. Come on. Just waiting for Rowe to take another one of his extra sets here. After he's saying to them to hurry up. Ball comes over. Comes off the head of Ngani. He's got to get that or it'll go for a corner. And that has indeed gone over. It's a corner for Poppies right on the far side. Just came off the top of Al-Gahani's head. She's in the clouds. And couldn't be cleared out there by Barwell. So it goes out for a corner right at the far side, which is going to be an in-swinger. Ball comes in right to the far side and well picked out there by Finn Osborne. He just came across, took it off the top of Mensah's head. Ball plays forward. Ricochets away. Ball comes out. Play for Fanoj. Fanoj go forward. Pass one, pass two. Yeshe back to Fanoj. Lovely 1-2. Well blocked out by Frida Harper. It's going to come away. In the meantime, once we were commentating there, Clive Fifield has also come on. Lovely ball to, Yeshe's offside. Yeshe had a chance on goal. He just slotted it into the net. Referee's assistant's giving his flag up. He did look a little bit offside, but with Barwell playing such a high line, any ball over the top to allow Yeshe or Panther to be able to have a go at them, it's got to be the way in which we're going to get extra goals in this second half. Taylor retakes the free kick, headed forward to Bruce on the far well. Peter Harper puts the ball in for Barwell. Picked out by Seaton, who had a good shot there, cleared by Forsyth. Yeshe's underneath it, but Taylor gets a header in front of him. And he goes as far as Forsyth. Forsyth tries to play it into Highfield, but he's not going to get that. And that's kicked out for a throw in on the far side. Just trying to see who's exited for the Poppies. I'll bring that in a second. Ball's back in. Forsyth flicked over the top. Highfield's chasing now. Peter Harper's done well. Collected the ball, plays it forward, trying to get Bruce into the game. Kick forward again. O'Gahani's underneath this. Forsyth heads it forward. They've got to be more buccaneering, I think is probably the best way to describe it. They're a bit lackluster at the front from Poppy's point of view. There's going to be another couple of substitutions. I think Wes York looks like he's taken his top off. And there's also going to be another Barwell change as well. But meanwhile, Coyle's on the far side with a throw. Goes it to Yeshe. Yeshe's back to Cole, but that's a tight ball there. Yeshe gets it back for that to be a foul. Kettering get a free kick right on the far side. Looks like it is going to be Wes. Mensah's just come over to the bench, as has Tyree Wilson on the far side as well. Meanwhile, we've got a free kick here. Ty Fiefield's on the far side with this one. Mensah's up, Peter's up as well. It'll play it into the far side. It's curling in. It'll go straight into the arms of Finn Osborne there. He's going to take a quick throw, which he does, but he gives it straight to Kettering, gives it back to Fifield. He's fouled easily by Zain Hakim on the halfway line, and here come the subs on both sides. It looks like Cyrus Bruce, who scored one of Barwell's goal, is coming off for Sunny Singh. Next Poppy as well. And from Poppies, it looks like Wes York is going to come on for Yeshe. So Yeshe is off with his goal, and on comes Wes York. Yeah, Wes York's going straight to the right-hand side of the Poppies attack here. Poppies get a free kick. Coyle played it forward, trying to get Rowe in on this right-hand side. Royle gets a great header across, but Finn Osborne comes out, collects that without any problem at all. That's probably about the fourth foray into the Barwell 18-yard box that Finn Osborne has been able to come out and take without any challenge whatsoever. Fanoj with the head. Jack Taylor gets another touch on. Jarvis has been quite quiet this second half. Rowe plays the ball forward to Panther, but he won't, not even Usain Bolt to get that. As it trickles through to Osborne again. Direct again. Seaton with a lovely headed forward there to Taylor, but Peters intercepts well. Lovely ball from Van Leer there. But Frida did. Van Leer done well. He's dispossessed Frida Harper, but Frida Harper got the ball in again. And he's now eating up some of the yards on the far side in the Kettering's half. Goes to Wilson. Wilson plays it inside to Sunny Singh. He squares it across to Jarvis. Jarvis is going to spray this across to Billy Goff. They come all the way along. Back out to Hakeem. Lovely 1-2 into Seaton. Back out to Hakeem. Back to Seaton. He tries the shot. But Paul White sees that plenty of time straight into his arms. 72 minutes gone here at the Crown Skip Hire Stadium. Looks like the rain's going to be coming down again shortly, and some of the fans taking cover. Ball's played forward out there, but they'll go out for a throw on the far side, or is it going to stay in? Peters is underneath this, gets a ricochet off Wilson, and that'll go for a throw in at the far side. We are expecting some rain. Rolls of thunder echoing across Barwell here as we get back underway again. It's a throw into the Poppies straight in front of the away bench. Ball goes forward. York turns. Lovely little pivot there. And gets a throw in right on the far side. Just alongside the 18-yard box here. This is not given an opportunity for Rowe to get across there. In the meantime, just another couple of scores for you. Harbour are now drawing at home against Bury Town 1-1. Real Bedford, who we faced on Friday, have taken a 1-0 lead at home against Hales Owen. They're also in the playoff mix. We'll come back here. Here's Rowe. Rowe with a throw. That's going to go straight out the waist. Redditch 2-0 up against Royston. Spalding a 0-0 at Bromsgrove. Stamford are 1-up at home against Bishop Stopford. St Ives are 3-2 up away at Stourbridge. Corner losing against Stratford, who we've also got to play. 2-1. Stratford are at home, and Alpchurch are 2-1 up away at AFC Sudbury, and it's 0-0 at Worcester and Needham. Meanwhile, York is doing well, plays a 1-2 with Fanodge. Back out to Forsyth. Mensa plays it all the way back to Paul White. This is where Kettering have got to really think about game management, not to leave themselves exposed too much. Lovely ball out to Hyde Fifield, but 3.5. He's had a really good game for Barwell. He intercepts that and gives it to Jarvis. Jarvis played early to Seaton. Seaton back to Peter Harper. Ball's played up into the air. Coyle will get this one. Peters manages to get that as well, but referee is given a free kick, and I think, against the Barwell attacker. Some movement there on the board as it stands. I know we're game's nowhere near finishing. Kettering are in the playoff places. With Hales going losing 1-0 and Corner also losing 2-1. And because Worcester and Needham Market are 0-0, Sonny Redditch and Real Bedford actually recording wins at the moment. Boyle's lost his left boot, so he's just putting that back on again. As we are now entering the 76th minute here. Paul's back on his feet, managed to tie his laces. The winds begin to pick up here at Barwell. I'm sure we're going to have some rain as we kick off again now. Paul's all the way back with Paul White. Ball's played forward. Hyde Fairfield trying to bring it down. Forsyth can now with an important touch. That will go for a comes off 3.5 on the far side for a throw in. The rain now starts to come down at the stadium. It's some grey clouds and black thunder. Referee's telling Cole to get on with it. Cole takes the ball, cleared out by Peter Harper again. Van Leer retains the ball, lovely turn, plays it inside to Forsyth, stays it square to York. That's a difficult ball for him to pick up, and it's intercepted by Billy Goff. Billy Goff goes forward, got Fanodge with him, gets past Fanodge. He's gone past 3, then he's past 4, he's past Coyle, going all the way into the 18-yard box, falls over, but it is a foul. Great run, you've got to say there, from Billy Goff. He went past 4 Kettering players before he was eventually brought down by Mensa, just 2 or 3 yards in front of the 18-yard box, just on the left-hand side of the D. And the man over the ball is Dan Jarvis. We know how dangerous he can be. The referee trying to move back the wall, but a really good run out there from Billy Goff. He's taken the pressure off the defence and And Poppies now are going to have to defend this free kick. They've got 4 in the wall. Forsyth, Mensa, Peters, and Furtado, I think. Or was it Rowe? Could be Rowe. Dan Jarvis looking over the ball. Paul White's looking happy with the position of the wall. Sonny Singh is just on the edge of the wall. He needs to be moved away. The referee's indicating he's got to keep a metre away. And Dan Jarvis is going to take the shot, which he does along the ground, but straight into a well-positioned Paul White, who scoops that up as Seaton just running up to the second ball there. Done well. Ball goes forward. Panther goes down, looking for a foul. Referee says no. He was caught there, but referee says no foul. They're coming together, but he is still down. The referee's going to hold up for. He's going to say he's going to add it on, but I think he's waiting for. He's going to see whether going to need any attention. So again, Michael Hunter is on. The players just taking their time just to have a little bit of a refreshment break, go over and get some instructions. Looks like it'll be like Kai Williams is getting stripped off. 79th minute here. You are just joining us. Where have you been? Cracking game so far. Barwell to 4. And the substitution is going to happen. I think it must be Panther, must be going off at this stage. He'll be disappointed because he is. So Panther's off. A rapturous round of applause here from the Kettering fans at the game, and certainly acknowledged by Eddie Panther as he hobbles off, as he often does for us. But amazing. 2 goals, another magnificent performance from Eddie Panther, and it's great that we've got the luxury to bring on the second Kai, this time in the forms of Kai Williams. So Kai Williams comes on with his gloves. I think by the look of this guy, he might need a sou'wester and a very large umbrella the way it's looking at the moment, but we're back in play anyway. Barwell retain the ball back to Taylor, who provides one of his emblematic agricultural balls. Goes to Coyle. Coyle clips the ball forward, trying to get Fifield up. With Fifield gets the ball. He's past Frida. Harper returns. Lovely turn there from Kai. He doesn't mean to beat him twice, but gives a chance for Frida Harper to come back and take the ball off him, which he does. It's played forward to Seaton. Ball's picked up. Lovely ball forward, but Kai Williams is going to be offside. Van Leer did well just to play that ball beyond it, but the referee has stopped the ball. There's an injury to Kai Fifield on the right-hand side. He's down by the goal line, clutching his left ankle. He went down after that last challenge, or tussle, I would say, with Frida Harper on the far side. But George Forsyth just having a chat with Van Leer, just saying to him, look, just keep it easy. We've got 9 minutes left. I think might be another sub for Barwell. But Liam McDonald's done well to use his substitutes wisely and sparingly. As I said, there's a lot of games coming up shortly, so I think the ability to make sure that people are not going to be too injured, and we've still got the availability of people like Panther is going to be critical to the run-in. Certainly the success of that. The sun's back out again. It's like Tenerife here as the ball's played out up into the area here. Done well, played out into Seaton, but he will be offside. And Paul White will take that free kick. So not really a change in formation as such. Wes York still very much playing up directly with Kai Williams as almost like a front two, with Van Leers now pushed up a bit further and Kai Fifield on the other side. Bit of head tennis. Forsyth's played forward. Ball's in now for Fifield. He scores. Referee, everybody stopped there expecting the referee to give a free kick there against George Forsyth, but the only player who didn't stop was Kai Fifield, and he's went round a player, went round Finn Osborne, slotted into the net. Barwell are expecting a free kick. It didn't come. It's 5-2 to the Poppies. An excellent finish there from Fifield, who was injured earlier. But certainly he actually deserved that. He's done well since he's come on. It's good to see him get on the score sheet there. But I think Liam McDonald will breathe a sigh of relief from that. He didn't want too much of a squeaky bum time as we head towards the end of that half. But excellent goal, well taken there from Fifield. He was switched on, smart, and certainly did very well to finish that whilst everybody was watching Forsyth on the ground. Yeah, just a file, just a coming together between Seaton and Mensah. It's a free kick to Kettering Town. And Barwell are going to make another substitution, I think, but it won't be for sunstroke, I can tell you that. It's absolutely freezing here. And even as the clocks go forward tomorrow, I'll give you hopefully an extra hour to savour another Kettering victory. As Fifield just chases that ball out and it goes out for a throw-in to Barwell, right near the corner flag on the right-hand side. We have 5 minutes of normal time, and also depending anything else that Owen Morton wants to add on. Ball comes forward. Cleared out by Frida Harper. Thanodge gets the ball back to Fifield. Fifield gets it down. He's past Frida Harper. He's got three with him now. And he's dispossessed there, and that'll go out for a goal kick. And there'll be two substitutions for Barwell on the far side. So Tyree Wilson, the ex-Poppy, is coming off for another one. Herb Pepe and Goma is coming on. And Frida Harper, I think, is coming off for Jack Perry. There we go. That'll be the last changes for Barwell. Changes are made. Referee's back on. We have 4 minutes of normal time. Ball's up in the air. Dan Jarvis underneath this. Good header from Van Leer, but that'll go all the way back. It'll spin off this impressive 3G service. And I think you can say that Kettering Town certainly put to bed the 3G hoodoo. They've done very well over the last couple of times on the pitch, but they're certainly going forward with Hakeem. Hakeem's in the area of the 18-yard box. He gets his shot across the pitch, but it's cleared out by Coyle. Wes York is down on the halfway line. He's certainly felt that last challenge. So Wes York's just up on his haunches here on the halfway line. The referee's towering in front of him, asking whether he's going to need any assistance. But no, Wes York gets up very gingerly and starts to jog on. So I think he's going to be okay. And seeing Richard Lavery leave the stadium there. Good to see him again. Meanwhile, Barwell doing well. Play the ball long. The floor comes to Sonny Singh. Sonny Singh turns, plays it inside. So Wilson goes up to Hakeem, back out to Jarvis. Jarvis comes inside, got a left foot shot, blocked well by Forsyth. Still retains the ball. He tries to change and turn. Ricochets, no nonsense clear from Rowe. goes to Taylor. Taylor tries to spray it out to the right-hand side, which he does, but it's intercepted well by Van Leer, and the ball's played forward, but that's going to go straight out on the right-hand side. As I said earlier, this is really about the game management. How much can Kettering just organise themselves, make sure that they can see the game out without any injuries at this stage, having taken an hour 5-2 lead. It's all about just actually taking any opportunities they might have. Real Bedford now are 1-1. Redditch are still 2-0 up. Hales Owen are also 1-1. Corner still losing 2-1. And it's 0-0 between Needham and Worcester. So that leaves Poppies in the 5th place in the playoffs for the first time for a long time in this season. If it stays the way that it is, let's see what happens. Ball's played forward. I think that's going to go out for a goal kick. No, it's cleared out by Coyle. He absolutely smashed that. And I'm sure that's heading towards Leicester City Centre. Throw into Barwell right on the far side. Just waiting to see if they can try and get the ball in. So throw in. Cleared out again. That was Forsyth. Long throw now coming in from the right-hand side. Forsyth gets her head knocked on. It's retained again. But it'll go out for a Poppies throw on the far side. Got a minute left of normal time. Just waiting to see what transpires in the last few minutes of the other games as well. So Real Bedford are 1-1 with Hales Owen. Hales Owen getting their equaliser there, and still all to play for. With Stamford winning as well, it's not looking so good for Barwell in relegation places. You're not missing anything on the field, by the way. It's a throw into Barwell over the far side. Ball's played forward. Kai Williams gets a touch, but Sonny Singh comes away with the ball, plays it back to Osborne. Osborne clears it up into a very sunny sky now at the moment. 7 minutes to be added on. 7 minutes. Van Leer goes down. He was just caught there by Sonny Singh there for the tackle, but he's hobbling around. But 7 minutes has been added. Let's see what happens. All substitutions have been made. Corn have come back now. They're 2-2. Ball's played forward underneath it. Peters, he's had a good solid game on his debut. Isaacson plays the ball forward. No, sorry, Forsyth plays it forward. It goes up into the air, and that'll go out for a Poppies throw on the far side. Yeah, Peters has been good. He's been solid. He's had a good game at the back. Mentz has been pretty immense, I would say as well. Ball's played forward again down that side. Peters again intercepting. Only going as far as Jarvis. Jarvis picks a ball up, looking for some support on the right-hand side, plays it inside to Hakeem. It goes across here. It's intercepted now. Fifield in his own half, just outside the centre circle, looking for some support. There isn't any anywhere really. He has to go out to Forsyth. Forsyth flips the ball forward for Kai Williams. Can he get a turn? And can he ever go at El Yamani? He can. He gets the ball in, goes to the halfway line, but that'll go for a corner. Well done, Kai Williams on the far side. He did very well to get that. Did very well indeed. And again, just going back to the scores as they stand at the moment, there is 1 point between 4th place and 7th place in the league at the moment. Poppies occupying the 5th position at the moment on 61 points. Kai Fifield has got the corner on the far side. It's going to be an in-swinger. You can use the wind here. which he does right to the far side. And Finn Osborne has to clip that over the top because that was heading in. And he's just touched it over the bar, and that'll lead to another Poppies corner, this time on the other side, on the right-hand side. So Coyle is just meandering. I think is probably the best way to describe that. In his orange boots. The shout from the Poppies fans is, "We want 6." So we'll see, probably another 4 minutes left. See if the Poppies can get another corner in here. Coyle puts his right hand up. Ball goes in, headed across there, but only as far as Wes York on the far side. He can't really control it, but he's managed to get it down, but it'll be a Poppies throw on the far side. Yeah, Kettering have done well in the second half. They've scored the goal. They've actually managed the game pretty well. Another one would just put the cherry on the cake to a certain degree, and certainly with the goal difference being important, it's to see how we go. Goes to York. York's lost it. Played forward, but intercepted well by Forsyth. But he gives it away here to Billy Goff. You don't want him with the ball. Van Leer's come out to try and get the ball, which he does. Van Leer intercepts really well. He's got to pass it on or lead it there. He goes down. No foul. Retains the ball. Trips inside to Williams. Williams doesn't get the ball. And cleared out as far as Seaton. Seaton plays the ball down. But it's gone along to Ngoma. Sonny Singh plays a lovely little clip ball in behind. But Paul White comes out for that. Tries to clear it. Seaton's underneath this with Rowe. Rowe gets a header. Fifield tries to play it down, but loses it. Goes out to Hakeem again. Barwell retain the ball. Back to Sonny Singh. He'll play it into the middle, I suspect. He tries to, but Billy Goff's on here on his own. Tries to get Jack Perry in, but he can't get that, and it's kicked out again. Back to Goff. Back heel into Perry. Perry can get the ball into the middle, which he can do. Headed up by Peters. Brought down by Barwell. They've got a sustained period of pressure here. Comes out to the right-hand side of Sonny Singh. He'll try and cross it, I would suspect. Which he does. Oh, Seaton's there with a back header. It could have given easily in there, but it just bounces off the 3G turf into Paul White's hands. I don't think it's going to be in any great hurry now, with probably about 2 minutes, if that, left of the 7 minutes of extra time. Paul White just throws the ball out. He's going to take his time. Seaton comes over trying to hurry him up. He kicks the ball down the midfield. Fifield's trying to get under that for a header. Williams should be able to retain it, which he does. Lovely turn. Oh, he just falls over there on the 3G, but loses it. Free kick to Barwell. Not going to take it from there. That was too far ahead of where the foul occurred. Still Hales Owen and Real Bedford at 1-1. Corn at 2-2, and 0-0 between Edam and Corn and Worcester City. Referee must be looking to blow at this stage. Ball's played forward. Headed out by El Hawani. York plays the ball forward. Headed up by Van Leer again. Thanlodge did well. Sonny Singh plays it back out on the far side, gets the ball back. He'll play the ball into the middle. Seaton's waiting there. Great header by Rowe. Goes out to Billy Goff. Thanlodge comes out to try and close him down. Comes to Jack Perry. Ball's back in again, the middle. Good header by Seaton, and that'll be a great save. What a fantastic save there. A reaction save from Paul White. He did absolutely brilliantly there. Ball just came across. Great header from Seaton, and then a clash between Seaton and looks like it's Peters. I think he's on the floor at the moment. Just get that initial block in, but an actual pinpoint save there from Paul White, who's come out to have a chat with Forsyth as the Barwell physio comes on. Yeah, we can see from the chat here, Harbour are actually losing now against Bury Town, who we actually meet in our last game of the season away. And if they're beating Harbour, it's going to be an interesting game for us to try and cover it off. So let's see how we go. But certainly Poppies have done well here. Job done at Barwell. Peters is back up on his feet. Seatons is looking like he's okay. He's going off on the far side. Referee's got the ball. Must be approaching about 8 o'clock here in Barwell. That's the referee's blown, and that is the end of the game here at the Crown Skip Hire Stadium. A really professional, disciplined performance from Kettering Town, taking the lead early on in the 3rd minute, and with a good goal from Lewis there, and we're built on that to be able to get 2 more goals from Eddie Panther, who's on a fantastic streak of form. Nathan Eshe with a direct Route 1 game, and what a great finish. He did so well to be able to hold off the defenders and be able to score that last one for us. And then Kai Farfield has finished that off. But thanks, Chris. And yeah, what a fantastic game. Really enjoyed it. That sets us up nicely for Friday. Gives us a few days to get the knocks and bruises sorted out. But it ends up here with Barwell 2, Poppies 5. I hope you've enjoyed the commentary. Please stay with us for the Good Friday game. And wherever you are, enjoy your weekend. Remember, the clocks go forward, and we will see you at Latimer Park on Friday.